Hello everyone, happy Friday, happy fabric fun. Welcome to my channel. So today I'm doing a quicker video than my normal Fabric Fridays, because I want to play and give you some ideas as to how I would use these lovely fabric flowers that we've been making. They're just gorgeous flowers, and it's a bit of a quick video rather than me going in and making some ephemera and everything, because if you've watched my channel so far this week with my videos, you'll know I've cut my finger and it's poorly, so I'm struggling with my dexterity to do things. I haven't even finished my yo-yos yet because I just can't. Yeah, I'm clumsy at the best of times, hence what happened. But I'm struggling even more with my dexterity at the moment. So I thought I'd come on and I would just give you some examples and show you how I like to use all the different flowers that we've been making so far. We've got 5 different types. If I just recap, we've got these ones that we made, and these were the using the hot glue gun, and you roll the material kind of round and it really does create a lovely rose effect, but they are quite thick and you get quite a hard bit in the center of them, which I love them, but for me, I wouldn't use these for anything on like a page in a journal or on a pocket. I would use them on, like I've got this one here that I'm thinking I can put that on the top of there. It's a journaling card, which means you can take it out of the journal. You might have this bulk on there when you're closing your journal, but you take it out and it doesn't impede your writing. And as I do like to write in my journals, so I tend to make more writing style journals. That's what my thinking is behind that. So we will come to gluing all of these on in a little while. So they were those type of flowers. We then did these super duper easy gathered flowers. It was a strip of material that we just all gathered up. I do have a Fabric Friday playlist where literally all the Friday fabric videos are in there. So if you haven't seen all of these makes for flowers, do go check them out and check the playlist out. And I show you how to make all of these. So these are quite fun, they're quite flat, and even with a little button on them, they're not too bad. So my idea for these ones was to use them as a page edge, as a little tab, because you get that lovely material flapping over, and then that would just look really, really nice on the edge of a page. So that's one that we will come to do, because I've got a journal in mind for that one. Okay, so that was those flowers. Then I showed you these ones where we needed circles, and you needed 6 of them, and these are, as you can see, this is what I want to use these for definite. They do get quite stiff, and obviously you've got a big button on there as well, so you wouldn't want to stick that on a page in a journal, because it would cause a lumpy bumpy writing and everything. But they're ideal to put on journal covers. You can put them on the tops of tags. I mean, I've chosen these to go on the top of them because I like, but there's no reason why you couldn't put that on the top of a journaling card, because it's something that can be removed. So I was going to say, and I've shown you this one here as well. This is one of those thin little ones. I'm just going to put that on there, but there's nothing stopping you putting one of those on there, maybe one of those sort of things. Oh, there's a blue lace one. That might be quite nice. Oh, actually, I'm changing my mind now. Look, I'm thinking maybe a little blue lace one. I do like that on there though. Oh, I'm not sure now. Either one of those is going to go on there. So that's what I use those ones for, and this is, I'm just playing around with how I'd like them on this journal cover that we did in last week's video. It was my bonus video, wasn't it? That was it, yes, because I didn't get it done, but I wanted to. Oh, it's so yummy. It's so yummy. I love it. So yeah, I'm just thinking of some little composition of the flowers on there somehow, like so, or we could just have one here if we've got a tie, depending on how I'm closing this. If I'm going to put a bit of ribbon around here and the ribbon can be glued, and then from here it's loose, that might be quite a nice option as well. I quite like that as well. So that's an idea. So that's those ones. Then we did a variation for ones that were pointy instead. And these are just lovely. I love these flowers. And I would use them in the same way that I would use these for tops of tags, journaling cards. I've put one on here for a little cluster because I thought that was something a bit different. This is just a cluster of paper and card stapled there, and I thought if that went on the top of there, then that could just go on the page edge and be really nice. I liked that option there. And then I thought one of the rolled ones would be nice on this little cluster, and again you can just have that at the side of the page so it doesn't affect it too much. And then the last ones that we did so far, because there are more flower options, but we're going to leave the rest of the flowers for now, were these lovely little Suffolk puffs / yo-yos that I've created here. As I said, I haven't finished them because of my finger, but I just thought, like we would on our card paper envelopes, we'd put a little like a coin circle or something there, glue this bottom bit so you could tuck this in. I thought, well, as a fabric one we could do the same. We could glue that bottom bit down, then you've got that you can just tuck it behind to keep it there. So that was those little ideas that I've just pulled together. As I said, I'm struggling to do a lot of crafting. It's surprising how much you use your index finger, even though this is my non-dominant hand, but there we go, it's me being clumsy. So my glue of choice is my Fabri-Tac glue, and we might as well start with this one, but I'm just thinking that I'm going to put a bit of this, yeah, that's not going to go behind here because I don't want the glue to seep through. So I'm just going to put that in there. That's an old glue page. Just decide which way round I want it. Now, I've got to be careful, keep my finger out. I do not want to get Fabri-Tac glue on there, although that would help stick the skin and everything where I cut it. Okay, I'm just going to put some glue on here, down onto here, and then hold that down, and hopefully that's enough, like you do as I said, a card one. No, I don't want it to stick, so make sure we're not sticking. Yeah, it's not sticking. That's good. And then that will just tuck behind there. We need the glue for the other bits, don't we? So that's one little idea that I've done. Let's pop this on here, shall we? I think I'm going to just put a big blob of glue. Now I'm using Fabri-Tac glue, and when I did these I did use hot glue gun. I just don't want to be getting my hot glue gun out at the moment with less dexterity available to me. I might just grab my pegs and just give this a bit of a peg down so I know it stays. Next, so there we go. So that's one. So let's do this one as well, and this has got a nice flat back to it, so I'm going to just add the glue to here. So yeah, sorry guys that this is a much shorter video. and it's just giving you a few ideas as to how I'm using them. I will be doing some Let's Craft videos to come, but I just obviously can't at the moment. Now I'm wondering if we would get a peg or two on here. I'm just wondering, just to hold that down. Okay, now I definitely wanted to put this on the top of here as a nice little topper. Oh, I've just seen, I think I had it the wrong way round. I did have it the wrong way round. Well, that's nice. So what I'm going to do is put glue. Look at this Fabri-Tac glue. We're near the end of the bottle, and I kind of want to get most of this used up before I fill it up with from a new one. So there we go. Plus it's starting to get a little warmer here in the UK. Yeah, I need a tissue. Locked out glue on the side. There we go. Again, I think pegs are going to be the way to go to hold this down. I'm glad I kept some of these back from my hanging out the laundry. There. Okay, so that's that one. What else were we going to do? Oh, we were going to put this one on the side of the page, weren't we? So I'm going to open this up, and I think I'm going to grab a glue page. So I'm kind of thinking I want that like so. It's going to actually help the way from the button is. So, okay. So I'm just going to put some glue here, and then we can add a bit more afterwards once it's stuck down a bit more. Okay, oops, I want glue on there. Yeah, okay. Leave that to the side there to dry. I definitely wanted to put this one on the top of here. So I'm just going to put some glue all along this bit. And then which way around do we want it? I want it that way. Hold that down. And that is going to make a really lovely little tag in a little pocket. Oh, that's so pretty. That's that one. Now we were going to decide on what we were going to do, which one I wanted. Do you know, I'm not sure, so I'm going to leave that one. Which one did they went into there? I'm going to leave that. And I do know I want to add them to my journal, this journal cover for definite. And I'm thinking more towards these. It's just the arrangement of how we're going to have them. I just realised when I cut this all out, it's got fairies all over it. I thought they were just flowers, but it's not. It's actual fairies on there. Huh, I thought they were just flowers. Oh, okay. So there's a fairy there and there's a fairy there. I wonder then maybe if we do something a bit like that. Well, then that's going to be, got to think of the centre. Maybe I should leave this until I come to actually do the journal, because then I'll know what I'm using to tie around it and everything. Yeah, I think I'll do that. But you get the idea. You just cluster the flowers up on the journal cover. Or, as I said, if I'm going to do some ribbon around it, I would have that one sort of there. The ribbon would be all the way around, and then you'd tie your ribbon here. See, I quite like that, but I'm wondering if it needs a darker ribbon, maybe. We'll see when we come to do it, but you get the idea for the journal cover. Oh, look at my glue. Let's see how we're doing with these, if they all dried. So that's dried on there nicely. Doesn't that look lovely? In fact, there's a little pocket in here. So if you put that in a pocket, you've got to be careful because it's the lace. Look at that. Isn't that going to look lovely in a pocket? Oh, yes, definitely. I like that. That's really nice. So there's that one. This one should be dry now. We can take that out. And that just tucks behind there really nicely. In fact, you could probably actually put a little bit more glue on, but I'm not sure time you've got something in this, whether it's being stuck down. But that's really nice. Let's have a look at this one. Is this dried? Yeah, that's dried on there really nicely. So let's use this as our pocket in here. Isn't that going to look lovely? Just poking out the top of your pocket there. Turn that over, you've got all your journaling space. That's lovely. So then we've got our little clusters. And what I was thinking of those is if you've got, you could put them on the page like that. That would be really nice. And then you can use this as a tab. You could put it here, but as I said, this is one of the thicker, this is one of the thicker ones, so I would be tempted to keep that one to the edge, page edge. And then we got this one as well, haven't we? This one, I love this one. I think it's because it's all the orangey colours. I just think that's really lovely. And then I would do that, just stick that down on the page there, just at the top. And that's just a lovely little page tab. I really like that one. That's lovely. And then we did this one, which I know is going to go in a journal that I'm going to be making. And you can see it hangs over there. And then that doesn't really affect, with it being on the side, it doesn't affect the writing too much. So there we go. That's a short little video. I apologise that it is shorter than I originally planned. I was actually going to be making a lot more ephemera and using these flowers in a lot more different ways, but I hope it's given you a little bit of an insight, because I did say in my last Friday's video this week would be a Let's Craft with. Apologies that it isn't a full-on crafting one, but I hope this has given you some idea on how to use the flowers, and do stay tuned. I've got some more lovely fun ideas coming up, providing this heals up quick enough for next Friday. If not, then we might just revisit of maybe do some simple scrap busting ones, see how it goes. But yeah, I hope this has given you some ideas, and thank you very much for your patience and staying with me. Take care everyone, happy crafting, see you in my next video, bye.